Any Latinos in the house? Two years ago in San Diego, we came, some of our delegation, myself and Lucy Flores, and invited you to come here. How many of you were there in San Diego 2 years ago? All right. And you're here now. This is a great place to come. You also happen to come during probably the hottest time of the year. I think there's a heat warning for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so be careful if you're going to be outside. It's great to have you here in Las Vegas. I wanted to share a story that typifies the immigrant story, the dreams that we all hope for, that we work for each and every day. As was mentioned, I'm not content to just complain about a problem unless I'm willing to do something about it. And there was a young lady many years ago by the name of Dolores Garcia that wanted to do something better for her life. She was from Cuba, and she knew that she needed to do something better. Her family had owned a farm and had lost their farm, and they'd grown up poor. And she decided to come to the United States. Now, this young lady was one of 7 sisters. There was Dolores, there was Olga, Elda, Irma, Oria, Magdalena, Adria. And they all struggled very hard in Cuba with their parents. And Dolores decided she was going to come, and she became a nanny in the New York area. And on a blind date, met a young man by the name of Armando from Cuba. They liked each other, and they decided to get married, and they went back to Cuba. And things got really bad in Cuba. And this was before Castro, but things were getting really bad. And they decided to leave. And so with a young family, Dolores and Armando and a young daughter, left and went to New York, looking for a better life, looking for hope, looking for opportunity. And they took whatever jobs they could, and they moved around a lot. That's probably typical to some of our families, that our parents try to do the best that they can, and they try to work at whatever they can. And Armando and Dolores helped each one of the sisters to come so that they would all have an opportunity. And then they, like many Cubans of the time, came to Las Vegas. And back in the 60s, if you can believe this or not, that there was more Cubans here than there were any other Latinos. And many of them came from Cuba because they had worked in the hotels there. And but they were looking for something better for their children, for their family. And as typical of the American dream, they had other children. And her son, myself, became the first Latino in Nevada history to lead the Nevada Senate and serve as the Senate Majority Leader. My parents sacrificed a lot, just like all of your parents and grandparents sacrificed a lot so that we could be here in this great country. And we've got a great responsibility. In addition to serving in the legislature, my mother's nephew, Oria's son, Marco, is a U.S. Senator from Florida, is also running for U.S. President. Who would have thought many years ago when they lived on that small farm in Cuba that they would come to the United States and make a difference, regardless of what they did in their lives? America is a land of hope and dreams, and we Latinos have a great responsibility to lead this country to the future. NALEO is a great part of that, and I'm grateful for NALEO and all the work that they do. It seems like everything, whether it's education, whether it's financial, whether it's other things, NALEO is always there. And so I appreciate the fact that they're here with us in Las Vegas and that all of you have come. This really does help Nevada. In fact, all of you are helping all of our kids because all of the taxes that we collect from the hotels and things go for our education. So thank you for being here. Thank you, and make sure that you get out there and play some of the games because those help too. So hope you have a great time, and if there's anything that we can do for you while you're here, let us know. Thank you.